in our next session we have to look at these radio buttons, because we have directly gone ahead and clicked on these radio buttons, but that's not the right way of doing it. Okay, so what we need to do here is, because you can see here every radio button has same name here. If you can see here, it has name as sex, okay, for female, as well as name as sex for the male. The values of the radio button will change. Sometimes you will not be having IDs for the radio buttons because it has unique values. So we need to get those particular radio buttons. So it is similar. Let me cover that also, so that it will be easier for you guys. Radio buttons. Let me go here. Okay, so we need to consider the name. Okay, driver dot not find element, it is find elements. Okay, you just consider you don't have these unique ID for radio buttons. They will be having type as radio, and then value 1 and value 2. This value differs here, and similarly the name will not differ. Name will be same for radio buttons because it is grouping of these radio buttons. Okay, so you should select any one out of whatever is displayed. So for that I will use driver dot find elements, okay, by dot name. What is the name? Name is sex here. Okay, so I will be storing that in a list once again, because it will be returning me an web element list. Okay, so that is the radio button. So let me import. Right, so we'll try to use for each loop. So for okay, so this is the for each loop, in the sense for each web element e, this is the new variable I am creating. I am putting this element list into this. Okay, every time it increments, and then e dot, okay, you can see here get text. Okay, so I have to compare once again here. So if e dot get text dot equals ignore case is male, right? So then e dot click. Okay, same thing. Whatever we have tried there, we are trying here. I have to close this. Okay. So if it is male, I am clicking on that, right? Otherwise, I will not click on that. So let me run this. This is similar to finding the multiple set of elements, but radio buttons are group of elements. You will be selecting one option out of all the available options for this particular section. Okay, like that you can have multiple sections. For the gender section, I am selecting one out of the two options available. So that's why I'm storing them in a list, and then first I have to compare. It's not good always try to go and click by using ID, because sometimes they might interchange these values, but ID might be different, or ID might be same, or they might remove the ID because they are group of elements. So always try to find the radio buttons, or even checkboxes also. They will be having group of elements. So first you identify all the elements and check for the value of that particular element, and then you try to you know uh, uh, click on that particular element. So I cannot just get text. I will be getting the attribute value. I cannot get text because inside this input tag I don't have any text. Otherwise I should go for this. So I will be selecting value. If the value is 2, so for that you need to use not get text, e dot get attribute. Okay, so what is the attribute? Value. Dot equals, ignore case, you can use 2. If that is 2, you click on that, means you are clicking on the element with value 2. Okay, so let me run this and let us see whether it works out or not. You can see there it has clicked on the element here. Okay, so if you want to display the value, you can display the value here. So similarly it should, you know, in the other example also, in the radio buttons, it should compare that value, but it is not comparing in the other example. Where is that? Our get all links. It should compare the value here, get text, right? It's not comparing. I will check that. So any doubts in, you know, identifying the radio buttons? But because when we have started, we have just used the ID and we have clicked on those radio buttons, but that is not correct. You should use the value and name attributes to click on that particular you know, radio button. Any doubt here? Okay, so please try the same thing with, you know, checkboxes also. Please try the same thing with checkboxes. The concept is same. Only thing is, instead of you know, using right, yeah, using the name here, you can use the checkboxes groups unique name, and then you can you know, identify the elements and iterate through those elements and click on those elements. Okay, so before clicking, you can verify whether it is displayed or whether it is, you know, clicked or not, and other things you can verify them. Okay, so we have already seen that whether the value is displayed or value is verified. I think we have seen somewhere here. Yeah, okay, is displayed, right? If it is displayed, you don't click on that. I think here is enabled or is selected. Okay, if it is selected, then you don't have to, you know, click on that. You come out of that particular loop. So see, you can add these conditions and you can you know, work on those particular radio buttons or checkboxes. So I want you guys to, you know, try for checkboxes also. I will you know, give a demo, but if you try that, it would be good because it is the similar concept. There is no change in that. Okay.